Welcome back guys to another book review video. In this episode I will be reviewing the book titled Soul Breaker. And like always, let's look at the book cover. It's pretty simple. You have some lights, a lot of orange and yellows and black. And it's simple, but I like it. I kind of like it. At first, I thought these were like stage lights, for like a stage, or at a concert or like a play or something. But then I saw these lights have snow on them, so these are outside lights, and maybe they are like lights for the statue, or like those building lights that lit up the building or a church or something. You know what, let's stop talking about the lights and let's start talking about the book. So, this is my third book from this author, from this German author. His name is Sebastian Fitzek. I'm really sorry if I butchered your last name. And you are probably wondering what this book is about. Well, let me explain. The book takes place in like Berlin, I think it's Berlin, right? And in this mental hospital. Okay, so it takes place in Berlin in December, and there's this huge snowstorm, like cooking up. Our main protagonist is this guy, I'm really sorry, I forgot his name, is something German. Is this guy, and he has lost his memory. Like, he appeared in this mental hospital, well, outside of the hospital, in snow, covered in snow. He was almost dead. And then the staff found him and they brought him inside the hospital. He lost his memory. He has no idea how he ended up there, like who he is and stuff like that. But he does like have some small pieces of memory that he doesn't really know how to connect or how they are like related to his personal life. For example, he remembers like fire and smoke inside the car. But okay, let's move on. And then at the same time, when he is at the hospital, there's like this the ambulance, the ambulance truck crashes outside, and the patient that was inside the ambulance, they bring him inside, and then some crazy stuff starts happening, and soon the staff and the patients of that hospital realize that the man who was in that ambulance vehicle, he may well be the soul breaker, the vicious serial killer. Well, not really a killer, but let's just say killer. And they're afraid that he is here to kill them all. And due to the severe snowstorm, they can't leave the hospital. The phone is out because the ambulance crashed right into the phone pole. And because of the location, they have no mobile phone signal, so they are cut from the outside world, and they must survive the night with this crazy lunatic running around and trying to kill people. And you are probably wondering, why is his name the Soul Breaker? Because this serial killer, he doesn't kill his victims. He doesn't rape them, he doesn't torture them, but he does break their mind in some strange kind of way. And this is not spoilers because it's written on the back side of the book. So yeah, he breaks their mind, and the staff, they start questioning the whole situation, because the main protagonist, the guy who lost his memory, he starts acting kind of weird, and they are like, are you somewhat related to the soul breaker, the serial killer who is here to kill us? You know, you're kind of sus. Why did you lost your memory? How did you end up here? Who were you in your life? Like, why can't you remember? And stuff like that. It's kind of a mind fuck, to say the least. And yeah, the book is about them trying to survive the night in this mental hospital, you know, cut from the outside world. And one interesting thing I found about this book is that this is a slight spoiler, but it's already mentioned right in the first chapter of the book, so it's not really a spoiler. The fact is that this book is a book inside this story. Like, this book exists inside this book. Like, the first chapter, it's like a college professor, you know, telling his students they are doing some sort of mental experiment and they need to read this book right here, in one sitting. And you know, it's interesting. In the end, it's explained why he's doing this and how it's all connected. So yeah, it's basically book within a book, so I found that kind of interesting. And right here on the book cover it says psychological horror. So yeah, this book is like I already mentioned one time, it's a mindfuck. It has some what the fuck moments, you know, when you like need to put the book down. For example, there's this one scene with when someone is bare feet, you know, with no shoes, and there are like these glass shards on the floor, and there's something going on with the glass shards and his legs, you know, he's walking over the glass shards, and it's written in such a way that it's like, why are you describing in such details what he's doing? Like, oh my god, like, why? When I was reading that part, I had to like close the book and just, whew, like, what did I just read? Like, why did you describe it in such detail? And also there's this one scene that's also fucked up, that's inside the elevator, and there are two people inside the elevator, and there's something going on with like the neck and like fingers. I won't describe what happens, but that scene is also written in such a way that's like, what the fuck did I just read? Like, oh my god, like, why did you describe it again in such details? Like, oh, like, it's fucked up, you know what I'm saying here. But anyway, if you like horror novels that are taking place in one location, for example, you know, a psychiatric hospital, a mental institution basically, you know, it happens all in one night in a creepy mental institution when they are cut from the outside world, then this book is really for you. One thing that I also enjoyed about this book is the plot twists. There are, you know, some smaller plot twists, some big plot twists, and I think the big plot twist, it's well written. I didn't see it coming, but at the same time it's not really that jaw-dropping to me, because when I started reading this book I had this mindset from the first two books that there's gonna be a plot twist. I don't know what's gonna happen, but there's gonna be a plot twist. And when the big plot twist did happen, I didn't feel that surprised. Well, I was surprised, but not really that surprised like in the first book or the second book. So yeah, don't get me wrong, it's a good plot twist. And at the end of the, like towards the end of the story, it's even said that at the start of the book, I think it's the first or second chapter, there's like a small hint, you know, if you read between the lines, that you know, what the plot twist is, you know, about it's about the killer, you know, and I found that very interesting, you know, that the author hinted at the killer and the plot twists regarding the killer in the first or second chapter, you know. But I don't think you can notice it on your first read because it's really hidden, you know. But on your second read, or when you go back and check it out, you know, it's like, oh, now it makes, you know, a bit more sense. So yeah, that was also kind of interesting. Okay, but how will I rate this book from 1 to 10? Like I said, it's a good story. I like it. It's well written. It's fast paced. I like the ending. It has some gruesome and fucked up moments, like when you need to put the book down. I like the setting in the mental hospital, like at night with the huge snowstorm going outside, and they are cut from the world. They need to survive the night with the crazy killer on the loose, and yeah, I liked it a lot. Like I said, I liked the ending, and yeah, the first book was also good from this author. I will read more books from him, so stay tuned for more book reviews. But for now, I will give The Soul Breaker a good 8 out of 10. So 8 out of 10 for The Soul Breaker. Anyway, thank you all for watching, guys. Like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next book review video. Stay safe. Bye bye.